Hey everyone, welcome back to part 5 of my Newbies free-to-play tips and tricks plus meta lineup guide. This is part 4, I believe, of my tier list. Not my tier list, but my tier list video. Alright, we finished going over the S tier, so next we're going to go over the SS tier, okay? So, next is Marquesa. She's an event exclusive, meaning a true limited unit. She helps spread DOT, damage over time, burn, alongside, partnering like with Zenith. She's like a light mirror of Zenith, helping him out like as his assistant unit, I guess, mechanics wise, anyways. So she spreads DOT. Um, She cleanses debuffs from your team and heals them when she falls in battle. Whatever position on the field you put her, she's going to direct the entire team to attack that character. So when she first came out, that was a game changer. Getting to select who you attack instead of it being up to luck or RNG really helps a lot. But by now, at this point that we're at in global, it's not as useful. If you're in the SEA servers where like everything's still new, she might have a lot of use for you. She's but during her launch, she was very high DPS, one of the highest DPS units when she launched. Okay, but she does have like a growing curve. If she were the same level as Zenith, I think he would do more damage. Anyways, she's also very good at boss battles. Whenever somebody attacks, she does something similar to a support attack, but technically not a support attack. She also does counterattacks as well, but they don't classify as counterattacks. Anyways, very good unit, but she's not in the final meta. Um, Zahard is actually her replacement in the final meta. Next is Kefera. When she first launched, she was very good. One of the highest DPS units in the game at that time. She came out before Marquesa. She's a rising star. She spreads devastation. She attacks up to 3 units at a time. She has an execute ability where if the opponent is below a certain HP, she just takes them out, pretty much. And if you put devastation on her, she pretty much is guaranteed to, you know, denial revive those 3 units that she attacks. So yeah, she also turns invisible. If you get her to the right awakening, it can be 6 turns instead of 4. So she was very good, but she was a Skogul replacement, essentially. She was a stronger version of Skogul, but she didn't provide the buffs that Skogul did. She was more like damage focused for herself. Anyways, she fell out of the meta because people started playing Rebound, and then the Punisher Golden Artifact came out, which causes counterattacks. So she's no longer in use in global. Um, she did eventually fall to support slot before she was out of use. Next is Julia. She's a support attacking mage, AoE. She has um, she has a lot of very interesting um, mechanics that I'll go into on a video about her. But pretty much what you need to know is she sets up something that detonates, um, you know, like stacks and then detonates. Um, I'm pretty sure she slows down the opponent. I'm not sure about that, but we'll double check on that. She increases either the damage or the crit rate, I believe, of support attacks. Um, Maybe not just for herself, but maybe for teammates. I'll check that on her video. Um, as a side note, Alexia does something similar as well for herself. Anyways, Julia is very fragile, so she would have to be like 11, 15 at least. 11 stars, 15 awakening at least to use. Um, she's very good on the support attack team, but being so fragile, when the stronger units came out, she fell out of use. She also fell into support slot before she fell out of use. When the immortal characters such as Zahard came out, and Christie, and Yelena, it pretty much made her no longer meta because she just fed energy for the enemy's ultimates, and yeah, so I recommend her back then. Um, and if you don't have those kind of units around, but probably don't take her above 10 stars because you're not going to be using her too long. Same goes for Mio. She has a detonating stack, which made her one of the very best units at the time of her launch. Um, but just like Julia, she's very fragile, and when the Immortals came out, they took her out of use, pretty much. Next, we have Zimmy, Serafina, and Rona. I'll go into those on the next videos segment, but we've reached the limit of my screen recorder, so like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.